2, 1. I was diagnosed in November 23, and it was only because they sent the test through the post, and I did the test, and it was only because my cousin had passed away suddenly. Well, so I better check myself out, and luckily the test came through, and the results came back, and I had to go for biopsies. And then when we went for the biopsy, the the surgeon had us both in the room. I thought it was just normal procedure, but they called my wife in as well. And then they informed me that I'd got bowel cancer. They'd seen the lesions on my bowel, and they told me it was cancer. And from that point, I blanked out, didn't take in what he was telling me or what was being said. And then when he'd finished, I casually got up and says, "Thanks, doctor," and walked out of the room. And it wasn't until I got home and my wife says to me, "Do you understand what he said to you?" And I says, "What did he say to me?" She said, "You've got cancer." And then it hit me that I've got cancer. It's just, wow. I had to have surgery for the bowel cancer itself. So I have a temporary ileostomy bag attached to me. Hopefully that should be taken off real soon. So after that surgery, I had to have more tests to see if it was successful. And luckily for me, it wasn't successful. Well, the operation itself was successful in reattaching the bowel and stuff. But then they told me that the cancer had gestated, which means it had moved and it had attached itself to my liver. They told me it was going to be palliative care, and that's why they tried the chemo to see if it would shrink. And luckily for me, it did shrink. The chemo really, really battered my body. I had every side effect going: sickness, nausea, diarrhea, rashes around my face and my hands, ulcers in my mouth, and it was brutal. It really was. And but luckily for me, the 12 sessions worked. It shrunk the cancer enough. And initially there was 3 lesions on my liver, but when I had the surgery, they removed 5. So that's how fast it was gestating. So, and I had that surgery in the November of 24. So the whole of 24 was just me having surgeries and chemotherapy. So I totally missed that year, really, when you think about it, because my life was spent in hospital. My wife got me through. She's an absolute trooper. The kids, they got me through as well because they handled the situation amazingly. And my family and friends, I've got real good family and friends as well. And everybody supported me, friends from work as well. There was just a rock. My son, he's got issues of his own, but he's absolutely amazing. When I was first diagnosed with cancer, he told his mum he wanted to do something to help his dad, and they came up with the idea to do the race for life. And so he went on the race for life, and he put his profile on. And then his sister, my older daughter, she says, "Well, I'll help. I'll join you." And he raised £3,000. Between them, they raised £4,000. Then we went to watch them do the race for life, and they were amazing. He was absolutely amazing, my little superhero. He's the Robin to my Batman. So yeah, he was a little trooper. Yeah, I was so proud of him and my daughter and the wife for doing that and doing our little part to raise awareness of cancer and money towards the research. So yeah, it was all good. If it wasn't for the research, I probably wouldn't be here now speaking, because the research they've done within the last 10 years has come on amazingly. And it's because of that research why I'm able to be here now speaking realistically, if you weigh up realistically. Because if this had happened 10 years ago, I might not be here. I'd say to anybody to get themselves checked out, especially in the black community. Your prostate is the most common in the black community, but any form, your prostate, your bowel, your pancreas, your liver, your heart, just go check yourselves out. That's what I'd say. It's a simple procedure, and it could save your life.